Y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. Y'all, we are slightly oot and a boot. We're actually headed back to the house, but I'll tell y'all about that in a second. Go ahead and like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. Because y'all, it's time to read some Christmas books. We already did one chunk of Christmas books. Well, now we're about to read another chunk of Christmas books. And I've been oot and a boot. I ran some errands, so now I'm going to go home. I'm going to hunker down on the couch. I'm going to get my furry felons, and we're going to read some Christmas books. So y'all get you a drink and meet me at the house, and I will tell you what we're going to read. All right, y'all, we have made it in the house. I have my furry felons. I have my tasty beverage, and I have my next Christmas read, which is Blue Christmas by Mary Kay Andrews. The felons. All right. Now, y'all will recall, I think we have we read any of these together? This is one of the Wheezy and Bebe series. This is obviously one of the Christmas books, so it is supposed to be a standalone. I will not be a good judge of that because I've read some Wheezy and Bebe books, so I know the characters. So I'm going to try to be a good judge of whether or not you could read this book without having read any of the others, without knowing the characters and know what in the world's going on. But it's going to be a little quickie read. Her books are pretty quick reads anyway, and this one's only about 200 pages. Yeah, it's fewer than 200 pages. So Wheezy and Bebe, so they are best friends. They live in Savannah, Georgia. Wheezy is a picker. She's like a trash picker and an antiques dealer in Savannah. And y'all, trouble and drama just find her. Daisy, move. Come on. Get out to people's faces. Trouble and drama just find her. So my prediction for this book is going to be that Wheezy and Bebe get up into something. There's some kind of drama. There's got to be a mystery because they're all like Wheezy and Bebe mysteries. It's going to be silly and goofy, but not like campy goofy, but just kind of like where you're like, seriously, y'all? But I love these books. Come on, Daisy, lay down. They have a small town southern charm to them. The people are sweet and wholesome, but they still get up to some drama. So let me get started. I say all that without literally, y'all saw me just now look in the book for the first time. I haven't read word one of this book, but I have read Mary Kay Andrews before, and I have read Wheezy and Bebe books before. So I kind of know what to expect. So let me get started reading. I might, you know what? I will stop halfway through and come talk to yous. So let me read and then I'll come back and check in when I'm about halfway done. All right. So y'all sit tight and I will be back. Hey y'all, I'm sitting here having a little popcorn break and reading my book. And yes, go ahead and judge me. I am using my Kindle page turn remote, sitting this far from my Kindle. Y'all quit. Anyway, it's not what I came to talk about. I came to talk about Blue Christmas. I just wanted to check in because I'm going to finish this pretty quickly. And I wanted to check in before I did and tell y'all, I don't remember if I made any predictions at all about this book, but if I did, I was 100% right. If you've read any Mary Kay Andrews at all, it is everything that you expect it to be. It is small town Christmas. It is cute. It is fun. There's a goofy not goofy mystery, but there's a fairly predictable mystery that develops. Wheezy and Bebe get themselves all wrapped up in it. There's some poignant and touching like family and friend stuff. There is tons of small town Christmas vibe. And I don't want to tell you much about the story because like I said, it's only like 200 pages. And I don't want to say that there's not much story, but it's a pretty linear storyline, which is fine. It's just a quick little fun Christmas read. So I'm going to finish this up. I'll come back tomorrow and tell you how much I loved it because y'all, I'm gonna love it. So I'll come back tomorrow, let you know how much I loved it, and let you know where we're going from here, all right? So y'all enjoy your evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. As promised, y'all, we finished Blue Christmas, and It was so cute. So I feel like I have to give a little warning. I don't know if I've already said this, but there's some Christmas magic, but not in like the... So last year we read The Santa Suit by Mary Kay Andrews, and it was about a Santa suit that had some like Christmas magic to it. And the more I think of it, the more similar this is to that book. But anyway, there are some kind of hokey Christmas things to this book, but y'all, I love it. I was there for the whole thing. Like I said, it's a quick read. It's a cute little like small town Christmas story. I was trying to decide if look how cute the cover is. Look at her little silver. Can you see her little silver Christmas tree? I was trying to decide if I didn't know the characters, if I would still enjoy the story, or if I would still be able to follow. I mean, you can definitely follow if you don't know the characters. I knew the characters, so I guess it's hard to... Sorry, Daisy is flouncing about, trying to decide what she wants to do. I know, y'all, that's way too big of a head. Sorry. All right, let me back up off of y'all. And she's coming back over here anyway. Dang felons. Anyway, I know the characters, so it's kind of hard to judge what I would have thought if I didn't know them, but I do know them, so I enjoyed it a lot, and let me stop talking about it. And while we're on it, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Y'all hear that? Sorry, if it sounds like I'm like drying rocks in my dryer or something, it's because I'm drying rocks in my dryer, so it's all noisy, and I'm sorry. But let me tell you, so we finished this, and now we're going to move on, and I think I'm going to read one of the books that I have only on my Kindle, so I don't have a physical book to show you to flounce about with and annoy folks because of the way that I smack on books and make a bunch of noise with them. But I believe that our next read is one of the books that I only have on my Kindle. So I tell you what, I was going to pull it up, but y'all don't need that. I'll just stick it up here somewhere. Let's read... I'm trying to decide... You know what? I know what let's read. Let's read 'Tis the Season for Revenge. This is that one with the cute pink cover that's about our main character. And y'all, obviously I've not read word 1 of page 1 of this book, but I believe the main character gets dumped right before the holidays and decides that for revenge, she's going to date her ex's boss. And I don't know, y'all, I'm kind of getting like Legally Blonde vibes off of this. Like, remember how Elle Woods got dumped and decided she was going to go to law school? What, like that's hard? So that's my thoughts on this so far. I'm going to start reading. I'll come back and let y'all know when I know something. But that's all I know. Like, I didn't pull it up, so I don't know the author. I don't know nothing other than, I think it's called 'Tis the Season for Revenge, right? And it's got a pink cover. So let me start reading, and I'll come back and tell you when I know something. Morning, y'all. I'm about to get on the bike and start reading. Well, keep reading, because I've been reading 'Tis the Season for Revenge, but I'm going to start reading for today. I've been teaching this morning. I don't know what I'm doing with this hair, but anyway, I'm about to start reading, and I have a couple of hours to ride and read, so I wanted to check in and let you know what I think before I get too much read and forget what I've told you. So it's pretty much so far exactly what we thought. Our main character, Abby, got dumped by her uppity boyfriend of 4 years because he said she's not serious enough. And they were like on their way out to this big party where she thought she was going to get engaged, but she actually ended up getting dumped on the way. So she calls her best friends who come over, and they get to drinking and formulate a plan for revenge, which I thought that happened a little bit quickly. Like, there wasn't the, mourning period that you take after the long relationship, but I guess that would have been torture to read. So anyway, and it's a rom-com, so of course, we have to willingly suspend our disbelief. Anyway, what am I talking? Sorry, y'all. I've been up since 2 o'clock this morning drinking coffee. So anyhow, Abby got dumped. She and her friends formulated this plan for revenge, and y'all, they have like a dozen things that they're going to do to this dude to get even with him, and some of them are really, really funny. So I'm not saying you should do these things, I'm just saying they're funny. One of them is sleep with his boss, whom he hates. So that's where we are now. We're working on the revenge plot. So it's sort of a Legally Blonde meets, I don't know, maybe the Count of Monte Cristo, but like if you skip to the revenge part of the Count of Monte Cristo where it's all, nice clothes and fancy food, not, the prison and the island hopping and all that stuff. What am I talking about? I don't even know. Anyway. We have Legally Blonde in the Mount of Monte Cristo. I gotta go. I gotta get on the bike. I'm gonna read and I'll come back and I'll let y'all know when I know something more. But so far, I like it. I like the banter. I like the characters. And I think we're about to get into some grimy revenge scenes, y'all. Y'all, we gotta talk about this book. I went ahead and made my coffee. I finished, I know, you can tell. I finished my ride. I went ahead and made my coffee because I'm not going to be able to pour things and measure things while we're having this conversation. So forget about my thinking that 'Tis the Season for Revenge was a combination of Legally Blonde and Alexandre Dumas. Forget Dumas altogether. This is like a combination of Legally Blonde. Y'all, I can't even work my hair. I'm so flustered. It is a combination of Legally Blonde and 50 Shades of Grey, y'all. Seriously. I was reading this thing, riding my bike, and I was embarrassed to be reading this in front of my dog. So, yeah. The boss, sorry, this hair, I know, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for it and then just leave it alone. The boss that she's trying to get busy with, y'all. So, I told you that Abby's trying to get revenge on the boy that broke her heart. Well, he broke her heart. And that one of her ways of trying to get revenge is hooking up with her boss. I mean, his boss, sorry. So, I read one of this. What book did we read in the last vlog that we talked about? I'm so, out of, y'all, I'm going to cut this short because I'm so out of sorts. I'm going to have to go pull myself together. But whatever it was that we read that I said was spicy and that you could skip the spice scenes, well, I read one spice scene in this book, and so it's not even just, and it's whatever. If you read those, and I think I said this before, y'all, I am not passing judgment on people. We're all grown folks here. Read whatever it is that you enjoy reading, whatever melts your butter, then that's you. This ain't me. This is, so I can't remember what it was that we read in the last vlog that I said was verging on too spicy for me. This is too spicy for me. And it's not just that I don't like the scenes, but it's not just that. I feel like he's presented as being, it's consensual. It's all 100% consensual, but I don't know. I don't like the words that they use. I don't like it. So I like the story. I like the characters. I like them when they, I can't believe I'm saying this. I like them when they have their clothes on. It's just, I don't appreciate the sex scene. So I read one of them. I made it, all the way through the sex scene to where they got their clothes on afterwards. And again, to be clear, it's all, they're all consensual, and, I don't think they even say, oh, he respected my boundaries. Y'all know how that drives me up a tree. But there is definite respecting of boundaries, and folks make sure that other folks want to do what they're doing before they do it. But if, them talking about the sex is, we consider that open door, this is open door and invite your friends over, kind of. So anyway, oh, y'all, I'm so flustered. So I am enjoying 'Tis the Season for Revenge. Sorry. I'm all out of sorts. I am enjoying it. I like the characters. I like the development of the story. I seriously wish that it wasn't as spicy as it is, but apparently some folks like that level of spice because it's over 4. I think it's over 4 out of 5 stars on the Goodreads. So I don't know that I'm even going to come back and talk to y'all about this again before the end, unless there's something else to talk about, because I'm getting into just then, now you know that they do the deed, which is part of, I mean, it's not a big secret of the story, but let me calm down. I don't want to tell too much and risk giving spoilers because y'all know how I get, much like right now. So I'll probably just wait and come back when I'm done. But y'all, it's a quick read. So it'll be no, probably tomorrow. I'll come back and let you know what I think about the whole book. But I am definitely enjoying it so far, aside from, the little overly personal sex scenes. So I hope y'all are enjoying your day. I'm going to have me some coffee and eat a breakfast and go do some work and then read some more. All right. So I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye. Y'all, I finished 'Tis the Season for Revenge, and I don't know if you can see, but I have some chickpeas boiling over there. I'm about to make some chocolate hummus, but I have about 5 minutes they need to cook. So I thought I'd check in, let you know what I think, rant for a little minute, and then we'll move on to our next book, and then I'm gonna make me some chocolate hummus. So I enjoyed 'Tis the Season for Revenge. I already told y'all the sex is spicy. I skipped the spicy sex parts, but y'all, okay, so if you're like sensitive to spice, this is not the book for you, and here's why. In other books, we've talked about just skipping the spicy scenes. Well, in this one, there's like sort of drive-by bumpins, if you know what I mean. They don't like trip and fall into some sex or something, but the characters will be like walking down the street and one of them will flash back to what happened the night before, and it gets like graphic with like pretty aggressive words, like right in the middle of a scene at like Radio City Music Hall or something, and you're like, wait, so now we're here and we're using these words, and what just happened? So again, like I said, I skipped the spicy scenes and I was fine with it, and the little drive-by bumpins, that was fine. But if you're sensitive to those things, this is not the book for you. If you're not, let me tell you, I enjoyed it a lot. The characters, the banter, I liked the story, I enjoyed the ending, but y'all, we got to talk about something. So there is a scene in this book, and I hope this doesn't give away too much, and if it does, I apologize, just read something else. But there is a scene in this book where the female main character gets mad, well, she is mad, at a male character who is drunk at the time, and she punches him in the face. And there are a bunch of other people around, and they hold the guy back, and y'all, I have an issue with that. And let me tell you what my damage is with this. Now, I know that, we sort of live with this platitude that men aren't supposed to hit women. And I agree with that. And I think that people shouldn't be hitting each other, that there are probably other ways that we can settle our differences. But I think that telling stories, and y'all, she's tiny. Like throughout the story, like throughout the book, we hear about how she's so little and so cute and so, which I'm fine with all that. But then we have this little teeny tiny woman balling up her little fist and cracking this guy in the face. And it's just treated like he did something wrong and she hits him and he better not hit her back. And I just think that presenting that as sort of an acceptable way to act is not okay. Because, and not even the whole we shouldn't be hitting each other or we should be on equal footing or whatever, but in most cases, y'all, men are bigger than women. So, you can, as a woman, you can go around thinking, oh, I can hit a guy and I'm right and he's not going to hit me back because I'm a woman and men don't hit women. And then you hit a guy and he Fallon Foxes you in the face and busts your eye orbital. And that's a really painful, really sort of hard lesson to learn. So I just read this, y'all, and I'm all like this because we have to stop doing this. We have to stop acting like, and I'm not trying to be all political or whatever, but we have to stop acting like we are physically on equal footing, and that if a woman gets mad and hits a man, that he's just going to be like, oh, she's a girl, I can't hit her, and it's going to be okay, because 99 times out of 100, maybe it will, but that 100th time, it could go very, very wrong and be just absolutely tragic. And y'all, I know this isn't what we're here to talk about, but I just think we need to be aware of this. And I remember, I vividly remember, I'm Generation X, I'm old school, my parents are old school, hello boomer is my parents, but I remember my daddy telling me that, you need to be careful and don't be getting yourself into a situation because of, your size and your stature. Think about the situations that you get yourself into. And it never occurred to him that I might hit a guy and get hit back, but I think we need to be telling our young girls this and not be presenting these stories where, you know, a girl hits a dude and everything turns out okay. Because again, it might, but then again, it might not. And when it doesn't, I think things go very, very badly. And that's all. I'm going to get down off this soapbox before I hurt myself. And I want to tell you that I did very much enjoy 'Tis the Season for Revenge, even with the spiciness, but the spiciness was enough for me, y'all, not to read any more of this author's books, at least not right now, and not unless I know ahead of time that the book that I'm going to read is not spicy, because I don't enjoy her spice. So, done with that, check, jobbed, and so now let's go on, and I want to read How to Ruin the Holidays. This one, they're all rom-coms at this point, y'all, let's just settle in for that. But this one is something happens with our main character and she's turned off on the holidays, so she decides she's going to work, goes out of town, ends up in Montana, which, y'all, Montana is all small town, and small towns are all holidayed up. So she ends up in Montana in some small town that's all holidayed up, and that's literally all that I know, which is pretty much nothing. So I'm going to make my hummus, I'm going to sit down, eat some bananas and chocolate hummus, and start reading, and I'll come back and let you know when I know something. Y'all, I've been reading How to Ruin the Holidays, and I'm in love. So Mara is our main character, and all the things we already know, right? She had some kind of trauma over a holiday with her family, or Thanksgiving, I guess, with her family. We don't know what it is yet, but it's now Christmas time. She's in Carroll Cove, Montana for work, and there's some kind of like big secret scandal. Like, she's in real estate, and the people of Carroll Cove are like anti-real estate because I guess real estate investors are swooping in and buying up all their property or something. So she has to pretend that she's not who she is, or to be somebody she's not, or something. I don't know. Anyway, so we got that going on. So there's already that building. How can this go wrong? And we got the whole grumpy sunshine thing happening because she's all like mad and disgruntled and mad about the holidays and doesn't want to be, you know, all merry and jolly. And she's in this just holiday overload town that's like, it's like all holiday cheer, but it's like for real cheer, not like pretend holiday cheer. So she can't even be mad about it. So she's mad that she can't be mad about all of this like holiday goodwill because the people are really this sweet and this happy and just this like jovially holiday-ish. It's really fun and it's really cute so far. So I'm only, I don't know, 30, maybe 40 pages into it, but I love it so far. So fun. So I like the writing. I like the characters. I love the banter. The male main character is this dude named Noel. Love him. He's just rugged and you can just tell by reading him that he smells good. So they of course are going to end up together. We don't know what's going to happen yet. We have no idea how it's going to happen, but they have to end up together because that's the kind of book it is. And she's pretending to be somebody that she's not, or not to be who she is. So they have to end up together, right? Because that's how that whole thing is going to unravel. But now that I've predicted that, I'm going to have to stop talking about the book because I can't tell you if I'm right or wrong because that'll give away the whole thing. But anyway, that's all I know so far. I got to go home. Well, I got to go run some errands and then go home and read some more. So I will let y'all know. Well, if there's more that I can tell you, I will tell you. But otherwise, I will just tell you if I'm right or wrong that I like it. All right. So I'll be back and check in a while. Y'all, hey, I don't know if I told you I was going to check in with you again yesterday and let you know how I was liking How to Ruin the Holidays. But I didn't, because I was liking it so much I didn't want to stop reading, so I'm sorry. I'm a terrible friend. But anyway, it's morning. I just finished teaching. I'm about to get on the bike and read and finish this book. So I figured I would check in before I finished and tell you that I 10 out of 10 love this book. Now, I'm not giving it a 5-star. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I really like it. I love the story. I love the banter. I love the characters. I love the shenanigans. We have drama. And remember, I can't tell you if I'm right or wrong because I made a prediction, but y'all, it's so good and it's so cute and it's heartwarming and it made me tear up a couple of times. I'm almost done. I think I said that already. I will finish it for certain on this ride, but I enjoy it a lot, but I don't think I'm going to care about these characters beyond this book. Like, if they go on to more shenanigans, unless it's like next Christmas shenanigans, I doubt I'm going to read it because that's part of the allure of the whole thing, is like the Christmasness of the whole deal. So I do enjoy it. I definitely recommend it as a Christmas read, but as like a regular normal time read, I'm not so sure about that, but I will finish it during this ride, and then I think I'm gonna start Wreck the Halls. That's the one about Beat and Melody, who are the children of some like has-been rock stars or something, like people in a band that broke up 100 years ago, and Beat is the son of one of them and Melody is the daughter of another one of them, and Beat and Melody didn't grow up together because the band broke up and they're trying to get the band back together, or Beat and Melody are together, something. There's some kind of shenanigans going on there, and y'all, I'm down for all of it. I'm excited. That's all I know about it. I know nothing about the author, but there was a comment in a review of, what was the book? It was the book that I said was a cross between Legally Blonde and 50 Shades of Grey. What book was that? Oh, 'Tis the Season for Revenge. Somebody said that that book was giving them, I think it's Tess Bailey, Tess something vibes, and that's the author of Wreck the Halls. And that person gave that book a 1 and DNF'd it after like page 32 or something. So I don't know. But anyway, I'm excited. I'm ready for this. I'm down for all of the cheese of the like 90s or 80s rock band get back together. So I don't know what I'm talking about. It's early. I'm hopped up on coffee. So let me go ride. Let me ride out some of this caffeine. And I'm going to finish How to Ruin the Holidays. I'm going to start Wreck the Halls. And I'll come back after I've ridden and eaten something and let y'all know what I think about all of it. All right. So y'all sit tight. All right, y'all, I've obviously finished my ride. I finished How to Ruin the Holidays, and I liked it a lot. I didn't love, the ending was okay. I didn't love the ending. It was a little, I don't know, not, I was going to say not very believable, but I mean, it's a rom-com, so whatever. Things came together a little bit quickly at the end, but it's all right. I still really liked the book. We didn't talk at all about spice in that book. It was fairly spice free. It was closed door, I guess. But, so How to Ruin the Holidays, thumbs up, really liked it. Very cute, very small town, very, like lots of Christmas, but not like over the top Christmas, just very cute. Really, really liked it. Then I started reading Wreck the Halls. I don't think I showed you the book before. It's a cute little book. This one, I was trying to remember why I even wanted to read this book. I think this was a BookBub recommendation, but it wasn't like a 99-cent book on BookBub. It was a book that an author that you follow recommends, and it was like recommended by Kristen Hanna or somebody. So I bought it for actual real money on the Amazons, started reading it, and y'all already know what we thought we knew about it. Beat and Melody, their parents, their moms were in a band together, a rock band that was like all the rage. They broke up. They had this like, you know, fiery breakup, literally fiery breakup, and have not spoken since. So when the book opens, Beat and Melody are meeting for the first time. They're 16 years old, and it's super cute. She's so nervous. She has like braces and pimples and she's a hot mess. And of course he's like Hottie McHot. So there's that cute, like, you know, 16-year-olds meeting energy when they first meet. And then we fast forward to, I don't know, 15 years later or something. And Beat is getting himself into some kind of shenanigans. And so we're reintroduced to him and to them. Not together, but like in their own lives. And they still have that like same energy that they had when we met them in the beginning of the book. And it's a little annoying. Like, I don't really like them, and I don't much care about what they're doing or what their deals are. And like, Beat has rich boy problems that make me want to slap him. I don't know. To me, Melody is just flat and annoying. Like, her character is flat. The melody is not flat. I just realized I said that. Anyway, I liked the book in the very beginning. Now I don't really like it very much. I'm going to continue reading, but I'm a little concerned because Beat is dropping hints that there is something about his, like, personal life, his sex life, that's unconventional, if you will. And I just have a feeling it's going to become a thing. And like, I don't care. Like, seriously, do what you do as long as like it's consensual and you're not hurting, you're not causing damage. All these are the wrong words. What you do with the other person is agreed upon between the people, then, you know, let your freak flag fly. But I don't want to read about it, for one thing. And I don't know, it's annoying me because just the way that, I don't know. Anyway, so I have a feeling that Beat is going to have some kind of thing to him because he's talking about how he feels like he doesn't deserve the things that he has. And y'all, if you're going to read this book, you might not, like, you might want to fast forward. First of all, don't read this book. Like, it's not good. But if you insist upon reading this book, first of all, do not come back to me and say, oh, Danielle talked about this book and I read it and it sucked and she wasted my time. I'm not hearing it, because I'm telling you right now, don't read this book. But if you're going to read this book, fast forward, because I am just going to talk with reckless abandon. I'm not going to intentionally spoil anything, but I'm going to say things that, you know, maybe if you realized them for yourself, reading the book, it would be more entertaining. So, I haven't gotten to this yet, but I suspect that because Beat is talking about how he doesn't deserve the things that he has and that being punished for them, like that he deserves to be punished for them, that's going to be his thing. Like, he is going to be, I don't know, a bit sadistic. So, wait, is that right? Sadistic or masochistic? He's the one that's going to need to be, like, hurt to, you know. So, I'm not looking forward to it, y'all, but I'm going to take this one for the team. And I'm going to plow my way through this book. So, I've said that. I'm on record now as that's my prediction. And I'm going to go, well, I got to take a shower. I got to go work. And then I got to read some more of this book. And I will come back. And I don't know how much more I'm going to say. Well, I mean, I've already told you I'm probably going to spoil the thing. But I'm not going to intentionally spoil it. But I feel like even saying that's a bit of a spoiler. Because if you're going to read this thing, you should have to find that out on your own. So anyway, I got to go to work. So I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to go to work. And I will see y'all after. All right, y'all. I have finished Wreck the Halls. So bad. It was every bit as bad as I thought it was going to be. All of my predictions were correct. I'm not going to say a whole lot more. I know I've already spoiled the book, and I've told you not to read it. So I don't know why I'm acting like I'm trying not to spoil it, because I've already spoiled it in so many ways. But y'all, it's just bad. So, and the spice, it's spicy. It's too spicy. And so, you know how, like, sometimes you eat spicy food and you're like, okay, I'm going to regret this tomorrow, but it's worth it because it's good spicy food. And then sometimes you eat just like crappy, bad spicy food and you're like, ugh, I'm going to regret this tomorrow and it's not going to be worth it because this is bad spicy food. So, what was it? Y'all, I'm getting all my books confused. The pink cover one. 'Tis the Season for Revenge. So that was spicy food that was good spicy food. Like, I mean, I regretted it later, but at least it was good, like, good too spicy. It was well written. I mean, the words were, you know, so it wasn't my cup of tea. But if it was the type of spice that you like, I could recognize the value in it. This is just not, and it's not even just trashy. Like, I think it's just low quality. Because y'all know me. I mean, I'll go for some trash, but I just didn't like it. And all the things that I thought about beat, I was right. The masochism, which whatever, like if that's your bag, then whatever. But it's just annoying. Like he annoys me. He feels like he doesn't, and I said this before, that he doesn't deserve the things that he has. And so he feels like he has to beat himself up about it. Beat himself up about it, and that like he doesn't deserve to be happy and doesn't deserve to like have, you know, pleasure. Because I'm not going to talk to y'all about this, but just ew, y'all, ew. So I'm done with it. This is going to go in the don't read this one pile. And y'all, the cover is, I just noticed that, I mean, I knew the cover was cute. That's how I got suckered into this thing in the first place. But it's really cute. Like, can you see the snowflakes? There's like, they're relief. They're like, I don't know. I'm bothered. Anyway, it's done. Don't read it. But y'all, I am going to completely cleanse my whole self, not just my palate, but my whole self with some Lucy Score. Remember, so this is why I read Mr. Fix-It in our last vlog, which yummy McYum Yum on that one, because that was book 1 in the King Siblings series, which I think there are only 2 books so far. I'm hoping there will be more, but that was book 1. And I started reading this and I felt like there were some references that were like inside jokes that I didn't get, and I didn't like it. So I went back and read book 1 in my other Christmas book vlog, even though it wasn't a Christmas book. Loved it. Love Lucy's Score. Loved her characters. That might have been the one that I said was like just the very edge of my spice level. And I think, y'all, I think it might really have been a little bit too spicy, but I really liked the characters and they're pretty hot. So I was okay with, you know, peeking in their open door. But I expect this to have some open door stuff because, so that was Gannon, and this is his sister, Cat King. It's Gannon and Cat King are the King siblings that do the reality TV show. So this one is, I don't know where Gannon is in this one, but this one's about Cat. And like Cat's a bit rock'em sock'em. Like she is described in the other book as very attractive and sort of outgoing and bold. So I expect some outgoing and boldness to be happening in this book. But the Christmas Fix, it's something about, I read like 3 pages before I'd switched to the other book. And it's something, sorry, there's a felon over there and it was making some noises. Something about, so did I even say this? They do a home repair reality TV show, so they go and fix people's houses. And this one is a Christmas fix. They go and like fix somebody's house in some town where they've already been at Christmas. Like it gets washed away in a flood or something and they go fix it. So, and again, I don't know where Gannon is, but we go with Cat. So I'm going to start reading this because y'all, I've got to get the putrid taste of this book out of my brain. So I'm going to read some of this. I have to teach some classes. I have to do some more work. So I might be back later to tell you about the Christmas Fix, and I might be back tomorrow, but I fully expect to love it. So y'all sit tight and I'll come back and let you know. Y'all, I'm about to eat lunch with my friends. But I thought I would check in and let you know what I think before I get too far into this thing, because y'all, I'm so happy to be back with my friends. Couple things though. First of all, so far, I do think that you could read The Christmas Fix without reading Mr. Fixer-Upper. Was that book 1? Whatever it was. Book 1. I'm not even going to look. But you could just pick this up and read this without having read book 1 first. But this is a spoiler for book 1, like straight out the gate. So if you want to read the entire series, which is only 2 books so far, but if you want to read book 1, read it before you read The Christmas Fix, which I did. So now I can read The Christmas Fix, which is so much fun. It's about Kat. She has her own show now, and she is going to the town of Mary, Connecticut. It's called Mary, which is, of course, a Christmassy town that's been hit by a hurricane. They were there before to fix a house for some folks, and the house has now been flooded by the hurricane, so they're going back to fix it again. And when the book opens, we meet the grumpy town manager, which, y'all, is the town manager, is that like a mayor or is it different? I don't even know. But we meet the grumpy town manager, who is a hottie McHottie. So I'm guessing, so he's a hottie McHottie, but we also find out that the hottie McHottie other show guy, not Gannon obviously because that's her brother, but the dude from the other show, Mac, is that his name? I can't remember his name, but anyway, I'm just getting going. But he is going to be, there's going to be some kind of deal with her and him doing a show together, maybe. He's been mentioned. So I'm now starting to wonder if there's going to be something between maybe her and the other show guy, because he's hot, or her and the city manager guy, because he's hot. So now we have two hottie McHottie guys. So maybe there's going to be some tension between them. We don't know. I don't know. We're just getting started. But y'all, I'm so happy to be back in Lucy's Scores world because I know what to expect there. I know what color the sky is. I know who the people are. I know what the spice level is. So I'm so happy. I'm going to eat my sandwich. I'm going to read some books. And that's it. That's my plan. Well, I'm going to do that for a little minute, then I'm going to get back to work. But just thought I'd check in and let y'all know. I don't know how much, as always, y'all, I should just record this and play myself saying it over and over again because I really don't know how much I'm going to say because I can't be trusted not to get all excited and say things that are going to be spoilers. So I will come back and let you know something. I just don't know how much I'm going to let you know. So y'all enjoy your lunch. I will enjoy my lunch with our friends and I'll be back later and let you know what I know. Morning, y'all. It is early in the morning. I am up for work. I'm absolutely miserable because I stayed up too late last night reading this book. But it's all right because I'm up, I'm here, I'm ready to go. I got my coffee. And y'all, I'm not going to pick that book up again, but I love the Christmas Fix. It is so good. The characters, y'all know what I think about Lucy Score. I enjoy her characters so much. I love her writing. The banter is, it's tight, it's witty, it's solid. The people say things that like you can imagine yourself saying. Her characters get themselves, y'all, I can't even speak. I'm about to teach English and I cannot speak. Her characters get themselves into situations that I can 100% see myself getting myself into. And it's just an enjoyable read. I like the prose in her book. Like, I just like the way that she says stuff. So this was an absolutely enjoyable book. The Christmas factor is super high, but in an interesting way, because I'm certain that I told you that the town of Mary gets hit by a hurricane. When we get there, the hurricane is bearing down on the town. So the entire book is about the people coming together and sort of pulling the town together for their Christmas festival. So we start before Thanksgiving and go through Christmas with these people. So it's not like, you know, like Christmas parades and Christmas cookies and those kind of Christmas things that we get like an overwhelming sense of in this book. But I don't know, it's the feel of Christmas and like the hope. It's the hope that things will be okay because it's the holiday season. And it's just super charming and I really love it. So that's what I know about that. And y'all, I am done talking about Christmas books. I'm going to get out of here because this vlog is going to be an hour and a half long. So that's it. And y'all, as always, please let us know in the comments, what are you reading now? Are you reading Christmas books? I think I asked this before. Is this something people actually do? Do you stop reading regular books at Christmas time? Or is that just me? Let us know in the comments. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you made it this far, we're most definitely friends. So go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I upload food and fitness videos at the beginning of every week with some book videos sprinkled in between. See you on the next one.